Hey, this is Kelly from the Dolly Rocks.
This is Joe Queer from the infamous Queers.
Hey, Sleepy P. Martini.
Hey, this is Indica Flowers.
And you are listening to
Our Brains Hurt.
Our Brains Hurt.
Our Brains Hurt.
Losers.
Well, they needed a jingle for their stupid little show, so they called up the Jasons and we said, fuck no. Then they called us again and they gave us $20 and we wrote them a song that says your podcast sucks. Then they gave us more money and they asked us really nice and we finally gave in and we said, all right, I'll write you a song, but it's gonna be a clone of a Screeching Weasel song that we heard a while ago. So we wrote them a jingle and it sounded really rad. It was the best little jingle that their podcast ever had, but the file got corrupted and the email didn't work. Now they're stuck without a jingle singing our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. Our brains hurt, our brains hurt, our brains hurt. In a very non-copyright infringing sort of way.
What is going on? Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us for another episode. This is our top 5 albums of 2023, our yearly awesome episode where we give our opinions. They're just our opinions on the best albums that have come out this year. If you got gift cards or if you got cash, be sure to check out punkboxrocks.com. That's punkboxrocks.com. Start your year off with an awesome punk rock merch subscription service once a month, sent to you in your own house. Things you would normally find at a punk rock merch table. Buttons, patches, stickers, koozies, but vinyl, not vinyl, cassettes, CDs. You've heard it all before. Punkboxrocks.com, punkboxrocks.com. Also, be sure to check out merchslut.com for awesome band t-shirts and other funny and cool gifts. Merchslut.com. Now, let's get to the show.
It's the top 5 episode. It's a celebration. I got a bottle of champagne. I'm in my robe. It's like I'm like a McPoyle, except I'm not going to drink milk because fuck milk.
McPoyle is the funniest part of that show. Is amazing.
That show's so classic.
Have you ever watched the what's it called? The blooper reels?
I think I've seen a couple from time to time.
You need to watch the McPoyle blooper reels because when what's his name goes off, it takes them so long to like do a scene without not laughing. It's so fucking funny. You got to watch the blooper reel.
It's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if I've already seen it, I'll just watch it again.
Yeah, I watch them. Yeah, this is one. It's like 30 minutes long. It's like a whole bunch of seasons combined. I watch it like fucking all the time.
It's just epically hilarious.
I just poured myself a breakfast stout. Founders.
Nice.
Recommended by the one, the only, Mr. Matt Alive.
Is this your first one right now, or have you already had? Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, have you?
Here we go.
Oh
Ready?
yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go. Indeed.
Ooh.
So jealous right now watching Ron.
Ooh, this is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
So much going on in this class.
I know.
And I'm polishing off the bottle of Soto sake I opened 6 episodes ago.
What is it?
It's that bottle of Soto sake.
Oh, okay.
The one that I'm pretty sure I opened back in the spring.
Yeah.
I like sake and soju. Both.
Yeah.
Both. I'm a fan of both.
Yeah, I don't drink Jap shit because of Pearl Harbor, but I'm just kidding. Never forget, motherfuckers. Well, that'll be the opening line of this episode. The two of you still listening.
No context.
All right, this is the top 5 episode, man. This is the fucking...
It's a celebration. I just cracked open.
Bitches.
Yeah, the finest bottle of Andre that I could find.
Yeah.
At my corner store.
Hell yeah.
This is how can you celebrate without champagne?
Yep.
Was it a $4 bottle of champagne, man?
You can't. It's a $9 bottle. Thank you.
That's a carbonated Andre the Giant sweat. Get you fucked up.
Love champagne.
Champagne's so good.
And yeah, it's the top 5 episodes. So tonight, or this year, I should say, we got Ron and myself, And just like last year again, we have my lovely better half Red is with us.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah. And Oz is here this year. Last year we had Travis. We were gonna have everybody this year, but sadly Travis cannot be with us tonight. We miss you, buddy.
Yes.
But we've also got Oz here for the first time to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
We're getting the whole gang. We're getting the gang back together. Kinda. Spirit.
I got to tell you, like the Spotify set list or playlist that you put together really helped me out on this one, because I totally forgot all the. I mean, there were so many records that came out in the spring that we were like promoting and shit that I totally forgot about.
I've been logging this all year. Whenever a new record comes out, that I'm like, I'm taking notes.
Yes,
I actually have notes.
that's because Matt is a professional.
I never do that.
And I figured out my top 5 today.
Yeah, but you kind of have an idea with music.
But I did have an idea. I had like a few in mind, and there was one. I don't know. We'll talk. Well, how do you want to do it? So we'll go around.
Well,
I do want to do some honorable mentions and stuff first.
Yeah. There's going to be some honorable mentions, and also we just got to throw out the disclaimer here. Oz doesn't really listen to enough music to have a top 5 of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So what did we decide, Oz? Was it you were going to do your
the shit that I find? So
your top 5 like albums that you found in 2023.
Yeah, and it's I torched Facebook years ago, and that was kind of how I was keeping up with the punk scene, or my version of it, or whatever you want to call it. But there's some groups that I've kept up with, and others that shit that I just find based on my absolute trash taste in music. So I'm gonna go with the top 5, the top 5 that I found.
Sweet.
Yeah. So we'll do
a couple are actually from this year.
Nice.
Oh, well, hey,
there you go. Shit.
Bonus. Yeah, so Ron, I think you got a good idea there. We'll do some honorable mentions and stuff like that first, and then
we'll start with the 5 and go down to the 1. We'll go. Cool.
Yep.
All right. So like I said, I forgot how many records came out this year, and when I went through, and a lot of people don't know. If you still don't know about the Spotify playlist that Matt put together, it's probably my fault because I don't fucking talk about it enough. But there is a Spotify playlist, Our Brains Hurt, of all the people that we've had on, whatever bands they're in. Matt put an awesome fucking playlist together. Go check it out.
There's a link to it.
In every episode we drop, there's a link in the notes.
Oh, my Andre was partying in my throat.
Oh, man. We almost had to end this episode early.
Yeah.
And Matt had a heart attack. Thank you, guys. We'll see you in 2024.
Bye.
It's now the Ron and Red show.
But yeah, there's a link to the playlist.
That's a terrifying
episode. In the description of every episode, there's a link to the playlist.
Yeah.
You can find it there.
Yes.
I spent a day of my life doing this.
He did.
You're welcome.
He really did.
Yes.
It's 4 songs by every band that's been on this podcast or played one of our shows, handpicked by some idiot.
Mr. Matt Alive.
I demanded a couple songs, but that's fine.
Matt Alive, who I refer to from the bottom of my heart as the Rain Man of punk rock.
It's true though.
I sing, I dance, I am a fool.
He knows everything about punk rock, and he buys his underwear from Kmart.
And he's trash.
Punk rock.
I got my underwear off Amazon, thank you, which is the Kmart of 2023.
I didn't think you were underwear. I thought our 2023. I thought we were both going to go commando all year. I've been going commando.
I did.
There you go. Let me see, Red and I. There you go. Well, I mean, if you don't count Manpon as commando.
Yeah, I mean that. Like, why wouldn't you go commando if you wear a Ronnie Shake's brand Manpon?
That's right. All you need is that little hole to be covered, and you're good to go.
You don't have to worry about anything.
That's where all the bad things come out of. That little tiny.
Unless you got a bad prostate and then your wiener leaks.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. My wiener does not leak. My butthole leaks from time to time.
Yeah. So
Right.
all right, yeah, that's all you
No,
need.
with the
there.
man
That's a
pond.
different problem.
Man pond, $4.99 on Amazon.
The Ronnie Shakes brand man pond. Ronnie Shakes brand man pond. Get yours while supplies last.
Get him. Great Christmas stocking stuffer. Stuffer.
Yes. Oh my god, that's the best stocking stuffer ever.
Hell yeah.
Good for your soul and your ass.
That's right. Stocking stuffer, butt stuffer. It's so close.
It's all about stuffing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. All right. Who wants to start? We'll start with the honorable mentions. Oz, if you don't have an honorable mention, that's fine. Matt and I could do ours, and Red.
Oh, I have one.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you two?
All right. So my honorable mention for my top 5 album of the year is the Dirty Nil album, Free Reign to Passions. I couldn't put it on my list. I love them. He's so tiny in person. It's weird.
How tiny?
Like my height.
Yeah, like
That's pretty tiny.
But like half my size. Like tiny.
What do you mean half your size? He's half as tall as you?
dude.
No, like
Luke.
he's as tall as me, but like half my body width.
skinny.
He's like this big.
Oh.
Tiny. Also, please come on the podcast. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, what's his last name? Luke. It's Luke
Bentham.
Bentham. Yeah. Yeah. Like I've always called him a dude babe because he's
He is
like
a dude babe.
he's a super good looking dude.
and
but
then I
then-
saw him in person. I was
Yeah,
like,
but then he walked right by me. I was like, oh man, that guy is tiny.
but anyway, they have a couple good songs off of the album. I'm sure other people will like the whole album. It's not really old Dirty Nil.
There's like 4 really, really good songs on it. Maybe not, maybe 3.
Yeah,
It's a disappointing album.
but it's an honorable mention.
yeah, but it's all
It's-
right. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, she
Cool.
loves it. I mean, I introduced her to him.
Yeah,
Great band.
Dirty
Although
Nil?
This
The
album,
Dirty Nil. Yeah.
yeah, this album was
They're from Canada.
Ah, Canada, eh?
Yeah,
this album is their weakest of all their albums. Unfortunately.
they do have a handful of good songs on it though, which is why I had to give it an honorable mention.
So my album or albums, 3 albums I think I got honorable mention here. Ooh.
Mhm.
Maybe 4. The first one that I'm going to throw out there though is our friends in OBHers many times at this point. Curse Words.
Mhm.
They put out a great record this year. And it didn't make my top 5 because
Mhm.
there were a lot of really great records this year.
Yeah.
And it was a hard decision actually. So I gotta immediately throw
Yeah.
honorable mention to them because they put out a really, really great record. I know they've been sitting on those songs for a while too. Yeah. I also got I gotta throw an honorable mention to Diesel Boy, who put out their first album.
Yeah. I was listening.
Fucking-
I was
Like
contemplating that one.
2001. Yeah.
Mhm.
Finally.
Yeah. It's a good
Finally,
record. It's a really
all
good
these-
record.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after all these years, they got it out. So good on them. Didn't make my top 5 of the year, but I loved seeing that.
Yeah.
And a band that I didn't think that I would ever give honorable mention to here. But maybe I'll wait because I think it's on Red's top 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we get to her top 5, I'm gonna throw out the honorable mention then. So
Okay,
it won't
cool.
ruin her top 5. I have one other honorable mention, some friends from up in your area in Maryland, Ron,
Mhm.
that we met this year, became good friends, saw them, Good Men Doing Nothing. They put out a really
Mm.
phenomenal record
Yeah.
this year and deserve every bit of
Yeah.
a top 5 in some places or honorable mention. They deserve every bit of it. They worked very fucking hard, and that is a great record.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Those are my honorable
Yes.
mentions.
All right, cool. Yeah, so for me, for honorable mentions, like the way I did this, I kind of like picked the top 10 and kind of winnowed it down. Right on the top of my honorable mentions is also It Was the Cursed of Times by Curse Words.
Great record.
Great record.
Great
Great record. I couldn't love those guys anymore. And gal.
Truly
Yeah.
love that band and everybody
Yeah.
in it. They're awesome.
Go check out that record. Go watch them live. They're awesome band. They're cool people.
Great humans.
Great humans. 4 by Statues on Fire. I had that in my top 5, but they're on my record label, so I didn't want to I took them off of my top because I didn't want to I don't know. It's my record label. I don't want to put them up there, and I don't know. But it's a great record. Statues on Fire from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
It is a good record.
You could buy the CD in stores. I think you could buy it at Target and Amazon. It should be online everywhere. CD, and then it's I think they're selling the vinyl out of Brazil, but
and you can hear some songs off of it on the OBH playlist on Spotify.
That is correct.
Shameless self-promotion.
Another one that just came out about a month ago, Live to Tell by Richie Ramone. It's my favorite Richie Ramone album.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I haven't listened to it.
It's good. There's a couple super punk rock songs on that record. It's really good. Didn't make my top 5, but check it out. And then the one that I wanted to talk about the most was the EP Harwood Ending. We just had them on last week. The EP is called So This Is Dying. It's only 3 songs. And I wanted to put it on my top 5, but since it was only 3 songs, I didn't.
Which one?
But I will say that the song They Won't Stay Dead.
Oh, the Harwood
is the best song of 2023, in my opinion. So let me say that for them. But I didn't put them on my top 5 because it's only 3 songs.
Well, you could have. I
could have. I know I could have. But for me personally, I thought, it's the 5 albums that I have on have more than 3 really good songs on them. So
it's a great release.
It is a great release. It's really fucking good. And like I said, that first track, They Won't Stay Dead, is my favorite new song of 2023. So check it out for sure.
I'm really stoked to see what the future holds for them, especially if they keep recording with the fucking dude they recorded with.
Oh, so good. That quality is so good. Yeah. So definitely shout out Harwood Ending. Love you guys. And
truly great release. I will own that on 7-inch one day.
Okay.
I'll make them press it.
yeah. So that's what I have before we start the whole top 5.
Okay, cool. Oz, by chance you have any honorable mentions? If not, no big deal.
I do have one honorable mention. It is for a band called The Midnight, and they are a band that does contemporary 80s synth style music. And their album is from 2014. It's called Days of Thunder. But
okay,
this is one of my more recent discoveries in some of the stuff I've been listening to.
I've heard of it.
I like
80s
synth.
I forget.
Yeah, I feel like I have too.
The Midnight.
And I love 80s synth.
All right, so I guess we'll go Red, Matt, me, Oz, since that's what we've been doing so far. So Red, what is your 5th?
Number 5, man.
I wrote stuff down, Ron. Should be proud of me.
I'm proud. I'm always proud of you.
My number 5 album of the year goes out to The Hives, The Death of Randy Fitzsimmons. I have listened to this album over and over again, and all it makes me want to do is clean the house and
sweet
and dance while I'm cleaning the house. It's just such a fun album. It's just how do I want to say it? I don't know. They're all just fast songs. It's so fun. There's no slow songs at all.
Beautiful.
That's the album that I am giving honorable mention to that I didn't want to say.
Yeah,
because it's on her top 5.
Gotcha.
I never thought I'd be like a Hives album would even touch my top 5.
This album,
it's so good.
Fucking good.
Yeah, it's so good.
So my 2 favorite songs off the album are "Crash Into the Weekend" and then "Bogus Operandi."
Oh yeah.
I
think that's what the name of the album is, isn't it?
No, The Death of Randy Fitzsimmons.
Oh, The Death of Randy Fitzsimmons, right?
Is the album.
It's a great album name too.
Yeah, great album. Go listen to it.
Bogus Operandi, I think.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, that fucking
That's
song
one of their,
rules.
top songs off
Yeah.
the album.
Fucking song rules.
Cool.
Fucking album rules. Go listen to the Hives, people. They're back. For real.
So good.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Oh, my turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 5. Some local heroes from around here. Not so local anymore, but they put out one of the best skate punk, pop punk records that I have heard in a long time. So this genre is something that I have kind of fallen off of a little bit. Not so much, but I don't listen to as much of it as I once did. You know, you put the no effects in this genre. But Paperback Tragedy.
Nice.
Put out an album this year called 8. Their first 3 albums are, I don't know,
One she,
two she, 3 she,
Yeah.
and their
And
4th
8.
album is 8.
Yeah.
They couldn't have a 4 she.
Yeah, they couldn't have a 4 she. But it is outstanding. It is a masterpiece of like pop punk, skate punk. It's masterful. It's masterful for what they do. Like it really, really is.
Yeah.
It's
Will's a great
well-written,
songwriter. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, Will's a fantastic songwriter.
Yeah.
It's fast. It's in your face. It's fantastic lyrics all the way throughout the entire record. If you've ever been a punk rock fan, you know you should listen to this album. It'll put a smile on your face.
Agreed. All right, for my number 5, this is somebody whose music I only got into at the beginning of this year. We hosted them at the Pie Shop in May, maybe. He's incredible live. And this album it's a little slower than what I'm normally used to, but I did find myself listening to it a lot. And he's an incredible live performer. Number 5 for me is Full Moon Forever by Kepi Gooley. It's a really good record. And he's an awesome person. He's an incredible live performer. And I found myself listening to his record a lot this spring and summer because like I said, we hosted him at the Pie Shop and it was a good time. So 5 for me, Full Moon Forever, Kepi Gooley. Oz, you're up.
All right. So for my number 5, it's a band called At 1980. This is one I came across. My favorite track on that is called Now. And it's the best way I can put it is that think of the band Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that with some synth and the old singer from Journey.
Sweet.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I could also be very fucking wrong, but that's kind of this song is kind of a blend of those things for me.
Nice.
But yeah, that's my number 5.
Oh, is it my turn now?
Yeah. Now you're up.
Number 4.
Okay. So I made my own rule, Ron. So my number 4 was a cassette that was released this year.
Good
Still
times.
counts.
I approve this pick.
I do too.
Yeah.
So the album the band is Over Our Eyes, and
Nice.
the album is Paper Ships, and it came out on cassette this year. And if you got one, on the inside of it, that's my picture that I took, and they put it on the inside of the cassette tape.
Hell yeah.
That's fun.
And it's from the DC9 show too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Tsunami Bomb. So that's cool.
Nice. Hell yeah. That's one of our greatest accomplishments. I love that show. That was a great show.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
those dudes are fucking awesome.
And even though the
I
album may
love
have come out like last
Oh, it
year, or the
came
year
out last
before,
year.
or whatever,
Last year.
Yeah.
cassette came out this year.
Yes.
So it goes on the
And it
list.
counts.
Yeah.
Good. I love it.
Great band, great record.
Yes.
Great choice, babe.
Awesome.
Buy the cassette and look
Yeah.
at my picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at it, damn it. Look at it.
And then maybe give the cassette a listen too.
Yeah, also do that.
If you have the backwards technology to listen to those.
Yeah. Red also did our picture for the Christmas card.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's right.
did. That
If you're
was so my
somebody, you either
idea.
got it or it's
You're
in the
welcome.
mail.
There's 40 lucky, or actually there's 39
Yes.
lucky motherfuckers out there because one of them
Yeah.
one of the 40 got sent to me. Or wait,
right.
I guess Ron got one of the 42. So there's
I
38.
haven't yet actually, but I will. Yeah, so now 30.
There's
I forgot
38
to take one for myself. Yeah.
unlucky, unfortunate souls out there who will receive a piece of mail from
Yeah.
the back. The back of the card is awesome, by the way. I'm not going to give it away. Everybody has to get it on their own.
That's my yeah, I'm a good writer.
I haven't even seen the card.
It's on the fridge.
You haven't seen it?
It's on the
No.
Go look at it. Go look
I
at it
mean,
and read
I've
the back
seen-
and tell me
I've
it's funny
seen
so
my
I can
picture part.
feel good about myself.
I won't
Do
do,
it. Do it now, damn it.
that.
Go read the back of the
No,
card.
seriously, do it. I want to feel good about myself. Tell me it's funny.
You want to feel good about yourself? I was scared to give Matt my address last year, so I thought you were going to send me Palmer's chocolate.
I would never.
Oh, you still got some on the shelf back there?
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm touched that you kept Palmer's chocolate, but you don't know where your check from Fat Mike is.
Because what's a holiday episode without a little Palmer's chocolate?
All right.
The fucking bag is full.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat a Palmer's chocolate just for you all. Even though it's Halloween shit, and this is gonna last me till 3092.
You'll die before
great grand. This is gonna be my daughter's inheritance. I'm gonna put it in a deposit box in a bank, and I'm just gonna give her like the number. I'm not gonna tell her what's in it.
You know, be like when
Here's the code to my safety deposit box, and then she just opens it up and this is Palmer's
What the
chocolate.
fuck is the matter with you?
Yeah, here's the number for my safe deposit box. You're welcome. That's gonna be on my death.
It'll be like when they dug up the pharaohs in Egypt, you know, and they found like honey in their tombs,
Yes.
and they just warmed it up and ate it. It was like 5,000-year-old honey. It'll be like that with Ron and Palmer's chocolate.
$1 monster money. Here
Yeah,
you go.
You're eating it?
Oh, yeah.
Gross.
Of course I'm eating
I
it.
got the card.
There you go.
The perfectly mummified fingers will be grasping it in its grips,
God, that's
clenched
bad.
for eternity. All right, Red's reading the
Wait,
card.
no. Well, before I read it, because I will, but Ron, you should have used this opportunity to mention how V can't wipe his ass and he's got a shitty thong all the time
Because he doesn't wear Ronnie Shakes brand man pants.
Exactly.
because he doesn't know what a fucking wet one is. That's what.
Or that, but mostly the man pond.
Yeah.
So it says, just like V's ass, we hope your holidays are warm and filled with loved ones.
Yes. SNL, I am available.
I don't know. I don't think you want to write for them now.
No, I don't.
I don't know if Oz, if you've seen it or not.
The new. No, I have.
It's- It's on the way to
that's
your
pretty
house.
bitchin'.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty bitchin'.
Oh, it's a great card.
Yeah,
The
you're welcome.
the Christmas light border really
yeah,
just makes
It-
the whole
it-
thing
it
shine.
works perfectly, Ron.
It
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
Just it's just it yeah. And you even had the Christmas light border on the cards too.
Yeah.
Or I mean not the cards, the fucking the envelopes.
The envelope, yeah. Oh, I got the
Oh,
matching
really?
envelopes.
Oh yeah,
I
the,
didn't
Yeah.
see the envelope.
the envelope had a thing on the little fucking fold.
That's
that
what you
says,
get when you order through Vistaprint.
That's right.
Hey, don't give
Vistaprint.
away Ron's secret.
Shout out.
No, hashtag sponsor us, Vistaprint.
Yeah, exactly. Shakes print. That's it.
Yeah, Vistaprint. We'll put your name right in between Ronnie Shake's brand Mampons and
That's right.
Trogs Brewery.
Yep.
Vistaprint by Man Pond.
God.
And now you owe us money too, Vistaprint.
That's right.
All right.
What are we doing? I don't even know what the
That
fuck's
was
going
4,
on.
right?
Yes, so it's
Oh, is that-
Matt's turn.
Okay,
Red's,
Matt's-
Red's
yeah.
4. Yeah, Red's 4. We're back on track here. Okay. So Red's 4 was over our eyes. Deserve every bit of it. My 4 is another band that I've become friends with. As a matter of fact, their new lead guitarist is a longtime friend of mine. I just so happened to be in one of their music videos. But
Yep.
yeah, American Television from DC. The album is called Scars. It is a fucking amazing fucking record. Like every song's good. one of those things you don't turn off. Granted, I know a lot of people do that these days, but I still listen to albums, and even Spotify told me that this year. In my wrap up, they were like, "You like to listen to the full album," and I was like, "Yeah, no shit. I know I do. I don't need you to tell me that."
Spotify.
But yeah, American Television, Scars. Love those dudes. Super stoked that one of my best friends is their new guitarist. Had a super fun time being invited to be in their music video for the song Bittersweet. It was a total blast, and they deserve every fucking bit of everything they get from this record because it is truly great record.
My number 4, I'm going with Night Owls by the Dollyrots. I love the Dollyrots, and they just put out a new album a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, called Night Owls. It's really, really, really fucking good. I've been listening to it nonstop. Yeah, so
It's a good record.
Yeah.
It is a good record.
So that's mine. Night Owls from the Dollyrots, number 4.
All right,
Oz.
Number 4, we have the Midnight with their album Endless Summer. My favorite tracks in this album are Sunset and Memories. If you go on YouTube, you can actually find a channel called, I want to say they're called New Wave Pictures, that blends them together with movies from the 80s. It's really well done, and they're pretty bitchin' to watch.
3.
So my number 3 is 40 Reps new album Heads Up.
Great album.
It just came out last
Mhm.
month. It is fucking fantastic. You cannot skip it, and you can't skip a song at all. You can't. You just can't. You have to listen to the entire thing
Yep,
every time.
that's solid truth.
They are playing in New Year's Eve in Richmond at Lakeside Tavern. Get your tickets now. Sorry, we'll be there. Come hang out with us.
We will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple of my favorite songs off of the album is one of them is Judy. It makes me cry every time.
Good
I
stuff.
love Hate It. Hotel Lobby, one of their very popular songs off the album, and Looking for Trouble. It makes me want to fight people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fight them.
Yeah. And all of them are fucking fantastic humans. And I love
Yes.
hanging out with all of them. So that's my number 3.
Yeah, and
yeah.
as Red said, they're playing on December 31st, New Year's Eve in Richmond with a band called Talk Me Off and Shot Clock.
Nice.
And there's a fourth band that I can't remember, but it's the opening band. But yeah, come hang out.
Yeah, come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Come hang out with us and see some even better music.
Hell yeah.
Also,
They
they were
rock.
super awesome at the pie shop when they played.
So
We've
good.
seen them a couple of times before then, but at
Yeah.
the pie shop with Rick, shout out Rick from the pie shop.
Yeah, sound guy Rick.
They were fan-fucking-tastic. Best I've ever heard them. And we've listened to them in a parking lot, and that was even good. But
They were. Yeah.
at the pie shop, like, it was
Yeah.
amazing.
You know how you see parking lot shows and you're like, you're like pulling up, you're like, oh, God, fuck.
Yeah.
No,
No, not in this case.
they sounded great.
They were incredible in a parking lot. If your
Yeah.
band is incredible in a parking lot, you've got something.
Yeah. And at the pie shop, my wife does not like punk rock, and she was there,
Yeah.
and she was like, I really like these guys.
They're
Shout
amazing.
out 40 Reps.
Yeah, for real.
Lots of
And shout out
compliments.
Hawk, just because.
Yeah, shout out. Hawk.
Yeah.
We love you. He's part of the family.
So just to talk about Hawk for a second. On Twitter, the pie shop's Twitter account, whatever, they put out something about Hawk, saying like how he's an awesome person and how, like, you know, he's doing great work for them. And I was like, Hawk is probably the number 2 reason why we do shows at the pie shop.
Yeah.
I was
Yep.
like, I
Yeah.
fucking love Hawk.
Yeah.
And they retweeted what I put out for them. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, good job, Pie Shop.
Yeah.
That place just
Love
it never
that place.
ceases to amaze me.
Yeah.
That place is the greatest.
And for that show, we had the A team. We had Hawk,
Yeah.
We had Kevin, we had Eric, and we had Rick. Amazing.
Shout out to the entire staff at the pie shop. You
So
guys are
good.
the fucking best. Like
Yep.
absolutely the fucking best. Yeah.
I
Mel-
was so busy that night, I didn't even get pie. Okay.
I didn't
was
get pie
great.
that night either. Fuck.
What the hell?
yeah,
Goddamn,
shout out to Joey and Mel too. While I'm thinking about it, they're the first people that I
Yeah.
can think of. Yeah.
Joey told me there was pumpkin pie downstairs, and I fucking never went. God damn it.
No, but Tyler was sitting. Tyler from Italian Blood was just sitting
Mhm.
there eating a hoagie that he brought from home.
Fucking wop.
Because that's
Classic fucking Dago shit.
I was gonna say, because that's what they do, but you said it better. So 3, right?
Yeah. You're up. Number 3.
Yes.
All right. So I generally I'm breaking my own record on this one. Because I generally don't pick EPs for
Okay.
top 5 album. But I did this year because this EP is it's too fucking good. It can't be an honorable mention. Right? It didn't even 4th or 5th. It's better than 4th or 5th. So but it's off of Fat Mike's new label, Bottles to the Ground.
Mm-hmm.
This band called Doom Scroll. It's a 4-song EP. And I think you pronounce this word Pyrrhic. Pyrrhic Victory is the name of the EP.
Mm-hmm.
Pyrrhic being spelled Pyrrhic. You know who Days and Days are? I know. Yeah, they're kind of like Days and Days. When you first hear them, you're gonna think similar, but they're more fast paced.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, they're great. It's like lead singer plays the mandolin, and then there's like an acoustic guitar, a banjo, a washboard, an electric bass, and a drummer.
washboard.
Yeah, a washboard,
Mhm.
and everyone sings. The drummer, the drummer and the washboardist are
Nice.
both
The
females.
washboardist.
Yeah, the washboardist, and everyone sings, and it's so good. Like it's so good.
It wasn't on my top 5, but it is amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. Like,
Nice.
yeah, it's one of those things that I just couldn't stop listening to this year.
Cool.
Yep.
I just brought me back in. As soon as I tried to listen to something else, I was like, nope, gotta go back to Doom Scroll. Fucking just phenomenal EP. And it's fast paced. The whole thing is like pretty fast paced.
My number 3 was Matt's number 5. Paperback Tragedy 8.
Yeah.
Will, I don't know, but he's such a great songwriter. And I was really impressed with that album 8. There's some really good songs in that record, and I listened to it a lot when it first came out. So 8 by Paperback Tragedy. That's my number 3.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
And fuck yeah for those dudes. Like they fested this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like the sky's the limit for Paperback Tragedy. You really put out a gem of a record this year. Like,
yeah.
And I truly, even speaking to you, Will, since I know you the best.
Oh my God.
You really did it with this one, man. Like you forced me to put that record on this list because like I really have fallen off of like skate punk, pop punk over the last few years. And I don't mean that in a hateful way. It's just I've gone different directions because bands that do what you guys do have been putting out crap albums.
True.
Like for real. And you guys did not do that. As a matter of fact, you did the exact opposite of it. You put out an amazing fucking album, and I couldn't be more thrilled to,
totally.
You got 2 of us. You got both of us. You got both of us.
And I put you at number 3, so fuck Matt because he had you at 5. So
All right, Oz.
All right.
You're 3.
Number 3 is Late Night Calls by at 1980. I know it's kind of lazy to have the same band multiple times, but this album is much better than the first one I put it 1,000 Lives.
Hey, if you like a band, you like a band.
Yeah. Yeah, that full one's available to listen to on YouTube. I mean, they both are, but yeah, Late Night Calls does it more for me than A Thousand Lives.
With the Midnight and At 1980. These we got to listen to these.
Yeah, exactly.
Bands, like for real.
Yeah, I'll send you some shit later.
Yeah, fuck yeah. All right. Well,
All right, Red.
Red.
Top 2. Here we go.
Top 2.
Yeah.
So this one I have listened to over and over, as I usually do for my top 5 albums of the year. However, we saw these guys in Baltimore. Where did we see them?
Ew.
What is
Anyway, it's Sam I Am, the album Stowaway. Haven't listened to it. Do it. This is the first album of Sam I Am that I have ever heard, other than Matt playing the random song here or there. But this album is great.
Probably should have been an honorable mention for me too, because I listened to this album a lot this year. I guess I forgot about them. I don't know how I could do it. I'm sorry, guys.
Who did they play with?
Paperback Tragedy.
Paperback Tragedy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Paperback Tragedy, and
wasn't it Chad Wells's band too?
And Over Our Eyes. Yeah, that was a great fucking show.
Yeah.
I wish you were there for that one, actually, Ron.
Yeah,
Because at the Auto Bar, that was a fucking awesome show.
that was a great show.
Why the fuck wasn't I there?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you weren't there.
I don't know. But some of the songs that I really liked off of the album were Stanley, which was also one of Steve from American Television's top 12 Christmas songs of the year that he was doing on Instagram. Another one is Lights Out Little Hustler, which is one of the more popular songs off of the album, and Natural Disasters. Over and over again.
Good.
Do it.
Great album. Yeah, and you know who else was there that night, Ron?
Who?
Was John Grove. And his wife came down.
Bree was there.
Bree was there. I don't know how you were not at this show.
It was crazy.
Damn. Was that in March?
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe I went to LA to see my brother that week.
Maybe that is what it was.
Thanks, Scott, you fucking dick.
That sounds I think that's exactly what it was, actually.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had you on the podcast anyways. Scott.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, number 2.
So this was a tough choice for me between my number 1 and my number 2. I went back and forth on this for a minute, trying to figure which one was which. And I finally decided. So my number 2 is a metal band. And I think Ron might know a little bit about who I'm about to say. But Night Demon.
Did they come out? They came out with something this year?
Yeah, I believe it was in March.
Oh, god damn it. It was okay.
Yeah.
All you top 5 in my list, you're lucky. I forgot about this fucker.
March 17th, 2023.
See what happens when you procrastinate?
Night Demon put out their record Outsider, which is a
so good,
phenomenal fucking record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. I wanted it to be my number 1 of the year because I listened to this album a lot. Because it's so good. And like this album is like, it's unlike all the other Night Demon records, but it's still kind of like the other Night Demon records. But this one is like, it almost like touches on some like fucking like AFI late 90s, early 2000s AFI almost. And you're just, it's so good. But Outsider is the name of the record. Outsider by Night Demon.
Yeah, I fucking went to that tour in Philly.
Yeah,
that's how dumb I am that I did.
And they're coming back, remember, April 18th.
That's right.
Yeah. What?
Oh, yeah.
I think that right? Was that them or was that something else? Maybe
that's them. They're playing at in Silver Spring.
Yeah, that's right. Because I told Phil about that. So Phil, we may be coming up with Phil for that one.
You got to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're so good.
Oh, do I wear my Black Widow costume?
Yeah, of course.
To make them
Yes. They have a
Always.
song called Black Widow. They're gonna play it if you wear it.
No.
Oz, do you want to go see
won't.
Night Demon in Silver Spring?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Yep.
I already got dragged. I'm already getting dragged out to Las Vegas with you assholes. I don't. I think that's enough.
Dragged. Come on, we're gonna get probed together. We're gonna anally probed by aliens.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
fun.
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
film it.
yeah.
like- Do they call that a 3-way?
It's a 4G because there's an alien involved too.
It's
So.
and because of the internet part
Yeah.
too. Right? Yeah.
Is that why Paperback Tragedy didn't want to name it 4She?
Yes, exactly.
But I get 10% gross domestic and international.
You think Ron, do you think the little alien gives a veterans discount?
I'll see. I mean, I've already gone to their website.
Seriously?
Oh, dude, I'm all about this. We're doing it. Like
We're gonna
fucking-
drink beers in the little alien and record a podcast episode.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yes, that's happening.
yeah.
That is happening.
Their rooms are like trailers, like trailer
Yeah.
park trailers.
Yeah.
And I have a really I have a really hard time staying in like shitty hotels, because I'm scared of bed bugs and rats and other bugs and dirty
Bed
sheets.
bugs aren't as prevalent as you think they are.
No, it's the middle
Yeah.
of the damn desert. There's nothing but fucking rocks and like small trees and cows that roam freely.
And
Scorpion.
aliens.
And aliens, and scorpions.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a colonoscopy this week. And, like I'm totally down with like
That was a
probing,
segue.
so.
Did they find anything good?
No, they no, which is good. They didn't find anything at all, so that's good.
Okay.
That's like one of the
Yeah.
You
when
got
they're
a
like,
normal pooper then.
Yeah,
have you been eating a lot of bacon jam? And you're like, no, and they're like, okay.
I almost
What?
put a man pawn in just to hear that, just so they could tell me afterwards. You had toilet paper in your ass, and so I could share that on the podcast, but I didn't. But
That's
I
when you turn around and hand them your card. You're like, you just got served. Oh, no, I mean, here, take my business card. Ronnie Shakespeare and Man Ponds.
All right, my number 2, Scars, American Television. Matt mentioned it earlier.
Yeah.
Great fucking record. They're so good. Plus Matt starred in their video, so I had to give them props. But yeah, it's such a fucking good record. And I was kind of going back and forth between Scars and 8 from Paperback Tragedy as to who was going to be number 2 and 3. Sorry, Paperback Tragedy, but number 2 for me is Scars from American Television.
It's a solid choice. It's a great record. It really is a great record.
All right, Oz.
All right, a little more content appropriate. It's "Tell Me I'm Alive" by All Time Low.
Nice.
So they're one of those bands that I've been listening to for forever, and every album they have like a handful of songs that I end up really liking, and it's like maybe two or three, and then it's like most of them I don't. And this is pretty standard for that album. So there's like 2-3 songs I think are really solid. The rest are just pretty forgettable to me. But yeah, I thought it was a little more content appropriate. But yeah, not a bad one.
Yeah, I remember All Time Low.
Yeah.
They had some good songs here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like a mainstream kind of fucking pop punk band.
Yeah, and I don't think they really got mainstream until like the late
Yeah,
2000s.
They had some underground stuff before then. too.
Yeah.
That was like that's actually probably where most of the songs that I like by them come from. But
yeah. That's my number 2.
Number 1. Here we go.
Oh, I have to
Red,
preface
number
this.
1.
I have a lot to say.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she does.
I have a lot to say.
And I'm glad somebody's putting this album on their list.
Not punk rock, but still. So you know how the Spotify did the top 100 of your most played songs?
Mhm.
5 my top 5 of those songs were off of this album. Okay. It's Prof. The album is Horse.
Nice.
Pookie Baby is on fire right now.
Nice.
Okay. He's got a single with Redman on there. He's got a single with Method Man on there.
Nice.
He's
Very
got
nice.
3 more other featured artists on his album. He just announced the other day that he has got so many offers to buy up his back catalog, and he has turned every single one of them down.
Nice.
He owns 100% of his music. 100%.
Nice.
Prof rules.
Do you know a comedian named Ryan Sickler?
No, it sounds
It
familiar.
does sound familiar.
So there's a comedian from Baltimore. Now he lives in LA called Ryan Sickler. And he has the best podcast, in my opinion, called The Honeydew with Ryan Sickler. That's the only other podcast that I listen to religiously. And he's friends with Prof. So Prof, and he's been on his podcast a couple of times. And so
yeah, that's why
what-
it's familiar.
Yeah. So Ryan Sickler's podcast is basically he highlights the lowlights.
Mhm.
So basically he has people on talk about like kind of like the shittiest times of their lives. But Prof has been on 2 or 3 times, and he's been on recently within the past month. He's been on again.
Yeah.
So yeah, check out Ryan Sickler's The Honeydew. Prof has been on a bunch of times. He's awesome. So
Yeah, and listen to freaking Horse. That's a great
Yeah.
fucking record. It's
Pookie Baby.
yeah,
nice.
Tiger
is.
Von Powderhorn.
it's a great fucking record.
Hell yeah.
I've obviously heard it a ton because of
Yeah.
her, but I mean, I listened to it myself too.
I will tell you that entire album is on my top 100 most played Spotify list.
That's a fact.
It is a fact.
That's a fact.
But my favorite number 1 top played entire song of the entire year is Creek Boy, last song off that album. You should listen to it first, then start the whole album over again, and then listen to it again.
It was a good song. Oh,
Cool.
It is.
yeah, I'll second that.
It is.
Nice.
Yep. He should also come on the podcast.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will be right
yeah,
here.
that would be awesome. You hear that, Prof? Come on
I'll
the
talk to him.
podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I would shit my pants.
All
I
right.
would.
I'm
I
definitely
would
doing
sit
it.
right here and shit my pants.
I don't know if it'd be shit in your pants, but
No.
yeah, top record of the year.
No big deal. Just the most important part of the episode.
Yeah, it doesn't-
Matt forgot how to talk. It's all good.
He's full of Andre.
No.
He's full of Andre.
I was just trying to ask my wonderful counterpart here if I could get a glass of wine because I'm out of Andre without actually asking for that while we were recording.
Gotcha.
But it didn't convey very well.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a record that's already been talked about because it was one of Red's, but 40 reps. 40
Wow.
reps, heads up, is a phenomenal record. And I don't know if we can gush about it any more than we already have. So
No, we can.
well, we can, but you know what? Since we're here, I would just like to pick out that my buddy Dave or David Sarve, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name,
I think so.
just happens to be the drummer in 2 of my last 3 albums of the year.
Nice.
So good job, Dave.
Good job, Dave.
Good job,
Yeah,
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah. And it has literally has nothing to do with, us being cool, us being friends, whatever you want to call it. You're in 2 really great fucking bands.
No, he's very talented.
And a very talented drummer. So you deserve it. Because both Love Roses is the other band that he's in. That was my album of the year, I think 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even remember what my album of the year was last year. Huh. I guess
It
2022
was
wasn't very memorable.
it was you had the same as Travis. It was
Oh yeah,
From
duh.
Georgia.
It was fucking oh my god.
New Junk City.
New Junk City. Yeah.
New
Yeah.
Junk City.
Yeah. New Junk City.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah. So 2 of the last 3 years, a David Sarvey drummed band has been my
Nice.
top album of the year, which is, we'll just say that about 40 Reps album this year.
It's funny. So my number one isn't on Matt's at all, and his number one wasn't on mine at all, which is
Oh,
interesting.
Mm.
So
That's fun.
yeah, my number one album of 2023, it's a band from LA who we talked to Kevin Effer a few times.
This is your number one, really?
Yeah, he's in 2 great bands.
Fuck yeah.
One of his bands is called Fine Dining, and the album's called No Reservations. And I listen to that album a lot.
They're good, dude. They're so good.
So good. It's if you like skate punk, if you like Pennywise, if you like Bad Religion, go check out Fine Dining. The album's called No Reservations. You will not be disappointed.
You won't.
It is fucking phenomenal.
It is.
That is my favorite album of 2023.
It was on the list in my notes. It was one of the ones on the list in my notes that I had to pick from. I love Kevin. I've known him for fucking years. Fine Dining is amazing. And they probably do deserve at least an honorable mention on my list as well, because that is a fucking awesome record. It really is. I listened to it a bunch as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. And I hope you're enjoying your coffee, Kevin.
Kevin is a solid human being.
Oh,
I love that dude.
Greatest beard of the punk rock beard.
Yeah.
Beardmeister.
I love that dude. He's a fucking good friend and a rad dude.
I'm assuming he's going to some of the No Effects final shows in October. So I'm hoping
almost definitely.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. So I'm hoping I could hang out with him. I'm gonna hit him up, of course.
I'll give you his phone number.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I'll hit him up and tell him that I'm gonna give you his phone number so you guys can hook up when you go out to LA. But anytime you go visit your brother or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm sure he'll be there.
Because he's not on the socials.
Okay, gotcha.
He doesn't do the socials. So if you want to talk to Kevin, you got to text him. Yeah, you got to actually use the phone.
That's right. Yeah, cool, awesome. Yeah, so that's mine. No Reservations, Fine Dining.
All right, my number one is an EP by my favorite band, Yellow Card, Childhood Eyes.
Nice.
This came out in July, and it's not quite on par with the last album they put out before they went on their breakup, but it does have a lot of the sounds and riffs and chords that Yellow Card's pretty renowned for, and sounds more like the work after post Ocean Avenue.
I have always loved that your favorite band is Yellow Card. Well, because we have a connection.
Yeah,
I love Yellow Card.
Yeah, Red also loves Yellow Card too.
Talk about that, yeah.
But we have a connection there, and I've always loved this because Warren from Flag on Fire, who I met because of touring, was like one of the founding members of Yellow Card, like back in the day.
Yeah,
and I remember when we first started talking and shit, like oh shit. You fucking love Yellow Card. I know one of the dudes who founded that fucking band. He's my buddy. Yeah. So it's like, this punk rock always connects people like this, man. Always.
That's why Matt knows so many fucking people.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's a true story.
We went to Maine. He was like, I think I know that guy.
Some random beach. Maine.
I was like, I swear to God, if you do, we're leaving. Fuck you. Don't come to my state. Think you know people. No.
I know somebody everywhere. It's true, though.
I know. It's annoying, but I love you.
Wait, was it Nick who has the arcade, the punk arcade?
Yeah. He lives in the town that I grew up in.
Yeah. Yeah, and I met Nick because of my fucking band, and he just so fucking happened to live in the fucking town that Red grew up in.
Houses down from my cousin's house.
There was no connection or relation at all there.
Weird.
Yeah.
Very. Cool though. Very cool.
Shout out Nick Murray.
Yeah, we love you, Nick.
Wizard Ridge Gaming. If you're a tabletop gamer, go
Word up.
hang out with those fools. They
What's
do
that
good
called?
shit.
Wizard Ridge?
Wizard Ridge Gaming. Yeah.
Wizard Bridge.
Ridge.
Ridge. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's in Waterville or Winslow, Maine. Winslow, Maine.
Around
Or
there.
no, Skowhegan.
Maybe. I don't know. It's around there. Winslow, Waterville. There's only one Wizard Ridge Gaming. And if you look it up, it's going to tell you where.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Sweet.
So before we get off here, I made an extra list because of some shit that came out this year. So not only did I make a top 5 albums list this year, I made a top 5 songs that came out this year because there were some songs that I truly, truly loved that came out this year that are not on albums.
Yeah.
That came out this year that deserve to be talked about. I won't spend a ton of time on this, but I think Red, you made a top 5 song thing too, didn't you?
I only have one that I could think of.
Well, what is it?
Hot Water Music, Drawn.
Oh, it's a single they came out with this year, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Great band.
Yep. Great single.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Put it on repeat.
And since Oz talked about a couple of the songs that he really enjoyed off the albums that he said, just makes us a little bit more on point here. So
yes.
All 5 of the songs here, I think this that came out this year that I really loved, I think would make it, if I made a top 100 songs of all time for myself, I think all 5 of these songs would make it onto that list. Yeah.
Looking at them, I do agree with
Some
you.
truly, truly great songs came out this year. But anyways, my number 5, We All Die by Paperback Tragedy.
So good.
Great song.
It's one of my favorite songs ever. Like the lyrics to that song are just out fucking standing. Like, good job, Will. Like,
yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, like really good job. Number 4, Doom Scroll, that band I told you about, that was my number 3. It was their EP. The song called Anoxic. Just unbelievably good lyrics to that song. Unbelievably good music video to that song. Just unbelievably good song. Then number 3, The Wrath by Night Demon.
Yes.
Just what a fucking wild ride that song is.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck. They even came out with a separate version of that song, a single of another version of that song after the album was out.
Yeah.
Just heavy and sludgy.
Totally cool.
Like the first couple minutes, and in a great heavy and sludgy, and then just like out of nowhere it picks up and turns into a fast song, and then the second half of the song is all fast and in your fucking face and thrashy with like blazing leads, just your typical fucking amazing thrash metal song after that. What a fucking song. Keeps your interest for like 5 minutes. Like,
yeah, it's a long song.
And it keeps your interest the whole time. Just what a fucking just epically well written song. And then number 2, band that Ron and I both threw some love to. Our friends from DC, Curse Words. One of the songs off their new record this year that they also had a video for, called All Tomorrow's Problems, is just like, it's my anthem.
It really is.
They literally
should have had Matt in the video.
They literally wrote a song about me. And they didn't even know it. But my God, what a fucking song. And that video is outstanding. What a fucking great job they did with that fucking music video. Pete, you are a shining star and I love you. Their lead guitarist, Pete.
Yeah, he's rad.
Just a terrific fellow.
They're all terrific fellows. Even Nicole.
Yeah. Everyone, every single Tommy, Nicole,
her as a fellow.
fucking Craig.
Yeah.
All of you. We love all of you. And then number one song of the year, another metal song.
I swear
Kinda.
to God, this is the number one song he's listened to in the entire universe.
I listened
The
to this
entire
song
year.
so many times this
Since
year.
you found it.
And it's another 5 minutes. It's like 5 minutes and 20 seconds. I have never listened to such a short 5 minute and 20-second song in my entire life. Like you can blast through the song like it doesn't even exist. But it's called Call of the Void, and it's by a band called Mutoid Man.
Mutoid Man.
And it is
Mutoid
just
Man.
the video is fucking amazing too. But like you get to the end of the song and you're like, wow, that was fucking great. And you
And you're like, holy shit. was
play it
5
over and you're like,
minutes?
holy shit, like that song's 5 fucking minutes? What? And you listen to it again and the song just blows by. Like
Yeah.
It's so good. It doesn't stop. It
it's
just keeps punching you in the face.
like not only is would this song make my top 100 songs of all time list, this song makes my top 10
Damn.
songs of best song of all time.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
for 100%. It's in my top 10 of
Damn.
my favorite songs of all time. Yeah, it's
Damn,
so
that's-
good.
That's Punk Rock Rain Man saying
It's
that shit.
so
too.
fucking good. Yeah, because it's a metal song where they sing. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand why metal bands don't sing anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I like screaming when it's a thing. You know,
Yeah.
when it's like when it makes sense within the song. But if
I know
you're
what you mean though.
screaming
Yeah.
to just scream, like
Right.
yeah, you know, I like screaming and shit. Like when I'm listening to like Sick of It All, like where they have Sick of
Exactly,
It All's
yeah.
got something to fucking yell about, you know? Yeah.
All right, lady and gentlemen.
This is fun. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing it.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think from here on out, every year when we do the top 5s, we have the whole family.
Bam.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been
Of course.
funny as fuck as usual.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Especially
But
Matt.
this was we waited this long to say this was the Christmas episode.
That's right.
God damn, missed our chance.
Merry
Well, you could just say it next week too.
Well, no,
We
but this episode literally comes out on Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
Oh, is it Christmas Eve?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Sunday's Christmas.
Oh,
Christmas is Monday. So
that changes
yeah.
everything.
This comes out on the Feast of the Seven Fishes.
for the Donner
Motherfucker.
party.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh yeah, what was the Santa thing in the Donner Party? Since this is the hold on, I gotta find this and read this.
While you're looking for it, my a cousin of mine posted something. She had it was a plate and it had 7 Swedish fish on it.
Yeah.
And she said, at this rate, this is going to be my feast of the 7 fishes. It's just 7 Swedish fish on a plate.
Were they different?
That's awesome.
colors?
The 7
No, it was all the same color.
Oh man.
7 Swedish fishes.
I want the 7 fishes.
I will. One year, I will make sure that I
Can we
get
have
everybody
it
together.
each Christmas one year?
Yes.
We can all get drunk and podcast from the
Hell yeah.
same room.
Yes.
That'd be crazy. Just
Okay.
remember
It
to
would be
turn your
crazy.
mic on, okay? And
Yes.
press the record button.
I found it. And this is a conversation between a kid and Santa Claus. So since it's Christmas Eve right now, I figure 'tis the season. So anyways, yeah. So here the kid. Santa, what's the story with your reindeer names? And Santa, why I named them after memories, like Prancer frolicking through the snow. The kid. What about Donner? A dark countenance settles on Santa's face. Santa. The year was 1847. Snowfall had trapped us in the Sierra Madre. The Donner Party.
I know. Yeah. That's
It's
funny.
my favorite Christmas meme.
God.
That's good stuff.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
And to all the fuck you.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out for another week. Be sure to check out punkboxrocks.com and merchslut.com. Check us out on all social media outlets at ourbrainshurt and at ourbrainshurt.com. We will talk to you next week. Stay safe. Adios.
How do I do this shit? I can still hear you. So what do I have to press? Close.